Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name's Jade, this is How to App on iOS, and today we'll be playing with Animoog Z. But first, we're going to kick off with a second kind of premiere, kind of, sort of. It is the Chandler Brothers with their new song, Run to the Sun. Boom! Shagga-lugga-lugga.
Funny how time slips away. I wake up to a sunrise almost every day. Got the sun in my face, wind in my hair. Gotta keep on moving, let's get on out of here. The road is all that's left in front of me. The horizon's all I see. Sun in my face, wind in my hair. And now these two wheels will just take me there. Wasn't a mistake when I took you for a ride. Wasn't a mistake when I showed you my good side. Remember that night in Vegas when I tried to hold your hand? You just smiled at me and said, catch me if you can. The road is all that's left in front of me. And you're 3,000 miles away. I'll keep on riding till I find you again. Because tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow's another day. The road is all that's left in front of me. And the horizon's all I see. Sun in my face, wind in my hair. And tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow's another day. Keep on riding.
Awesome stuff. Howdy do. I hope you're all doing well. Everyone good? Good in the hood. Let me just fix a couple of things here. Oh, yeah. Chandler Brothers, brand new track, Run to the Sun. Awesome stuff. Good stuff. Rock and roll. Good to get some rock and roll in the morning. Nice to see a lot of you here. Hey, did you notice I can put your comments up now? That's pretty cool, isn't it? Look. There you go. I can put comments up. It's almost like I've got StreamYard, but I don't. How do I have this magic, you ask? It's magic, and I can't tell you all. I'll have to kill you all. I hope you're all doing well. Let's run through the usual banner stuff that we do each morning. You can join the Facebook group at We All Rise Together over here, at the Warts group at We All Rise Together, or you can hit the like right now, share, subscribe, youtube.com/Jade Starr, or you can hit it on the way out, or you don't have to do it at all. It's all up to you. You're in control. Also, for those of you watching over on the Twitch, welcome aboard. Good to see you. That's the Twitch at twitch.tv/HowToApp on iOS. And you can become a patron at patreon.com/Jade Starr, where each weekend master your songs and give away codes for apps and stuff like that. Hello to everybody here. What's going on? Deep Gravity, how are you, my friend? Let's do this. I've got this new chat thing I can do, but I'm not sure if this is going to work, how I'll use it. Let's give it a go. So there's Ivan Idea. Hello, Ivan Idea. Maybe I'll just, I'll do it the old way and use the comments as we go on. Let's see. Hello to Pete Johns. Hello, Dave. Hello, Sean Chandler and Patrick Chandler. Both of you, thank you for being here today. That's very kind of you to hang out. Thank you for sending me the link to the song as well. Thomas Christ is here. Dave Fox is here as well. Gary Hubbs, hello to you. Dragon Lady Music Experience. Hope you're feeling a bit better. Yeah, kind of, sort of. Painkillers still happening, but that's another story. Still missing a front tooth. That's not getting any better soon. Bear, hello to you, my friend. Good to see you. Do I have sound effects today? Wow, they're actually working. Holy shit. Good stuff. Ashley, good morning. Hope you're doing well. And thanks for joining us. Who else did I see who's here? Synth Vasquez, hello to you over on the Twitch. Good to see you. Andy Goldsby, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Why am I doing that voice? Mars Capone, good to see you. I said I have an idea already, but I'll say it again. I didn't give an effect. What? Deep Gravity, hello to you. Welcome back. Welcome back. I think I've got to the end of it here. Yes, Bear, exactly. All I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth, or just at least half of one. That would be cool. That would be really cool. So how am I doing this, you ask? This voodoo magic of being able to put comments up. I'm sure Pete's intrigued, if Pete's still here. So I came across this cool new app. I don't think it's new. It's something I downloaded on the Microsoft App Store. And it's called Twidget. And what it does is it connects to your YouTube channel. And then, if I can do this, I'll show you a bit of behind the scenes stuff here. Let's lift my camera up here. So I've got this little white Twidget thing sitting up here. And it's got little red buttons next to it. So any of your comments, I can just move my mouse over and look at this. I can pick Sean Chandler. Boom. And I can put comments up anywhere I like. Boom. So it's very similar to StreamYard, which is cool. No, Thomas, but it's a handy trick. Look at that. There you are. I have comments. So it's something I wanted for a long time, and I've been, searching around trying to find a solution for it, and eventually I found a solution. So if you would like, Thomas, I can share you that information. Let's move this camera back to about there. I can share that information for when you do live streams, and you can bring up comments if you're not using. And as Ivan Idea says, that setup is fire. Boom. Gary Hibbs. Except it doesn't show the emojis. That's a bit sucky, but that's another thing. But anyway, it's workable. It's workable. Alrighty, let's do the usual stuff and head over to our price drops. Can we do it? Let's do it. Boom. Oops, I've got the wrong window open. There you go. I've got my Patreon chat open. So, chat, what is going on? There are some price drops. Further price drops from 4 Pockets. I know, what's going on? What's going on? There's more price drops. So even though I think there's still like some sales going on. I don't know, wherever you are in the world. I don't know what day it is. It's Tuesday here. So I guess it's Monday for many of you still. So I guess it's still like, what's it called? Mental Monday or whatever it is. Madcap Monday. Money draining Monday, whatever you want to call it. So I guess there's still sales on. And a lot of the apps that I covered in my Black Friday show are still on sale. But there's been some new ones added to it. So TalkWorks by 4 Pockets, Drum Surgeon's been added to it, Harmonic Exciter's been added to it, Song Infos, I don't even know what that is, X-Drummer, Songwriting Tool by, who makes this? Positive Grid. I can't really recommend this app. I'm not going to. Sorry, it is what it is. There's something about it. I'm not into it. It's too expensive, even at $7.99, I think. Wow, I just dissed an app. Oh well, Positive Grid will get over it. They got enough money to get over it. Jam Up Pro is dropped from $19.99 to $7.99, which is a guitar sim. And pretty much everything else that is on here. You may see a few apps have disappeared from the list. That's because some of them have gone off sale, like the Fab Filter stuff. All this. Oh no Fab Filter's still here. I was wrong. I think it's the last day today for Fab Filter stuff. Yes. So unfortunately, I'm doing a Fab Filter show tomorrow for Timeless 3. So it might be off sale by then. It's the way the cards roll. Jam Up. I remember that from back in the day. Yes, indeed. Thomas Christ says, I made the mistake of buying that one. Yeah, so did I, Thomas, at full price too. At full price. Gary Hubbs, it's NFT Monday, is it? I'm going to take a photo of my ass and turn it into an NFT and see who wants to buy that. I guess so. And Bear says, cool, live from Jade Studio. Boom. I've got comments. It's awesome. All right. We are looking at today the new Moog. The Moog has moved into the 21st century. Well, it was already the 21st century, but the year 2021. So the Animoog is back and it's moved into the multi-dimension today. That's what's cool about the new Moog. If you don't know what the original Animoog is, it's let's open it up and show you quickly what it looks like. This is the original Animoog, and it's one of the oldest synths on iOS. It's been around for ages. And what I need to do is do this. I'm already screwing up. Save session, overwrite. Let's do that. And we'll shut that down, shut this down, shut all this down, shut it all down, dude. And we'll open the original Moog. And it is at an inch. I'm not. No, Moog. Well, Moog's the new one's free to download, but it has an in-app purchase of $9.99 US, and I think $8.99 British, and I think $4.99 for the 3 add-on packs. If you own the original Moog, this one, the original Animoog or Animoog, whatever you want to call it, you can actually import all of your purchased sounds from here into the new one. I won't be doing that today, but it's really easy to do, and it shows you within the app as well. So that's really cool. Let's just bring up like a bass sound. Maybe we'll do something else just to show you some keys here. So the way this would work, you can see that this dot would move on an XY axis. And as I move my finger up the notes, you're controlling so yeah, the old green tube. But it has some of the most killer sounds. But everything on this is XY, right? Up, down, left, right. So you can move these things around, and you could change these shapes and all that. But when we move into the brand new Moog, things have changed, as Pete would say. As Pete would say in one of his songs. So let's get into it, open up the new one, and let's show you what's going on and cool in this one, because it's sick. It's really ace. I'll open it up. You know what we'll do just to kick off? Let's start by playing something that I made previously. And Pete says, man, these Moog apps are intense. I could put comments up. I'm still like a kid in a candy shop with this. Bear says, that app reminds me of Blade Runner. Yes, indeed. So I've got a little project here. And shall we just... it's only a small project, so as you can see. But pay attention, because up the top here, you'll see, when I hit play, we're already at 50%. And I've only got 3 instances of Moog running, 2 instances of Zoa, 2 of Timeless Delay. But when I start playing, watch this shoot up to about 80%. Oops. So pretty memory intensive. And the reason that is because I'll show you soon. But let's, shall we kick off and play something? Let's do it. Look at that. Cool. Good fun. Awesome stuff. So let's jump out of this project and we'll open up something else. Okie doke. So let's close this out and we'll clear that. We don't need that anymore. And let's show you a little bit about, whoops, clear, select, go, do, be gone. So let's open up an instance of this. So it is an AEV3 plugin. That's one of the big differences from this. Also from the old Animoog it wasn't AEV3, it was only Interapp Audio. So we have moved into the 21st year of 2000. That makes sense. So Animoog Z. Alrighty. Here is the interface, and you can control it two ways. So I'm going to be doing a mixture of both today. So basically here you've got the on-screen keyboard. But I'm going to attach also my Arturia Keystep 37 to this. And what's really cool about the Keystep 37 is now the on-screen keyboard relies on touch, yeah? So if I touch down the bottom here and then move up, you can control parameters. Right? So really good with an MPE. But what's really cool about having the Arturia, depending on how hard you press, because it has aftertouch. So you'll notice on the screen, when I press soft, and then go hard, you can see the difference there. You can hear the difference. All right, now let's talk about the major difference between this. Obviously, it's had an overhaul, the way it looks, and you still have this left to right scenario here, and you can still move around. You can see this particular one's up and down. So you still have your up and down, left and right, but we have moved into the third dimension with this one. So at any time, I can start with two fingers, take my two fingers here and hold down on here, and I can start moving this around, and you can have a look at what's going on in the third dimension. So when I hold down a note, you can see there's a lot more happening than just the initial look. And another cool feature when playing with this, if I take my two fingers and just move it and spin it, off it goes, and it just keeps going. So we have X-Y axis in this, plus Z modeling, which is good times, good fun. So let me explain how it all works. And first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a absolutely blank palette. Let's stop this from spinning. And you can actually control the spinning anytime you like, because it may get annoying. We'll touch on that first. So you can go up to settings here, and this is your perpetual rotation. I'm going to turn that off, and I'm going to turn this on as well, process audio input, and I'll show you why later on. Let's head back here to orbs. So this shows me my screen. Now, you've got three different views here. Hello, Pete Johns. Let me just do this now that Pete's back, because I love showing off. Where are we? There he is. Why is Pete not showing up? He's not showing up in my little thing here. That's weird. I don't know. See, I was going to put up his comment, but it didn't show up. It's so weird. Pete, it's because Pete's weird. There we go. Pete's comments aren't showing up in my little cool thing. That's bizarre. There we go. Anyway, so let's have a look at this. So you've got three views. You've got a top view, and I can click this. And now this is the old Animoog view that you would have had from the original one. You've got a front view, which shows you the front of the box, and you have a left view from the side of the box, yeah? And at any time, you can move this around. If you want to go with the original Animoog layout, then this is the top view that you need to look at, and this will be familiar for those of you who have used this before. You have an auto layout here. Oh, your comments are working now. That's cool. Look at this. I've got Pete John's comments on my screen. It's awesome. Anyway. All right. So let's remove all this. Let's create a blank slate. So to do that, you've got a little edit button over here, and I'm going to hit that. And as soon as you do that, you get a clear button. So I'm just going to clear. Everything's gone. So we've got nothing left. So when I hit down a key, there's some residual sound there. Oh, that's because the ARP's on. So we just have one sound. So what I can do, oops, let's erase. What I can actually do, once you're in this edit section, you have 3 buttons here: add, move, and erase. Right? So you can, once you're on add, you can touch anywhere and it will add a dot. Just like that. I just touched on the screen and there's a dot. Now I can touch anywhere else and it will create another dot on the screen. So this is very much like the original Animoog. Let's just reset all of these parameters. So we're back to 0. In fact, let's I'm just going to select all of these as well, so we have everything showing. So everything goes left to right here. Let me just make sure everything is reset. And I'm going to clear this again. We'll erase all that. Goodbye to you. And let's add a 1 here again. And we'll add 1 over here. Man, get your shit together today, Jade. Painkillers, they really are not working for me on these shows. Shit. Okay, so when you have a look at these lines here, this grid, each of these, so from the top here all the way down, these represent a timbre or a tombre or however you want to say it, a timbre. So you can see your timbres over here. There they are. These are your timbres, and you can see there is 8 of these timbres that you can select from, and they co-align with the 8 lines here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. So you can actually change these so if I move this, I can move this around here. And what's happening is this dot here is in timbre 1 and this one is in number 2. Yeah. So, and that is this flange square and pull sync. So there you go. So if I move these down while I'm hitting a note, you can hear what's changing there, yeah? So that's how that works. So I can go in here now to these timbres, timbres, whatever you want. We'll call them timbres just for now. And just say I want to change number 8. And these are your list that you can actually add from here. So just, and you can sample these anywhere just by holding your finger down on them. So if I want to add this one, this static saw, and I want to add it down here, you click this to edit, and then go back over here and click this, and now that timbre is right there. So this current one here is this Surf Murph, and I can change that to this. So if I hold down this little edit and click over here, So when I go back to my orb screen here, I've created a whole different sound due to the combination of different timbres there, yeah? Pretty damn cool. Now, we're only in like this XY position here. So let's get out of this. Oops, I did that again. I keep doing that, man. I've got to remember not to do that. We are not in the edit screen at the moment. So I can go to the front of this, and now we're seeing it in the third dimension. But what if I want to add a Z axis to this? Because now if I hold down two fingers and flip and pull this down, you can see it's still only going left to right from the top view. But let's go into the edit screen again, and we'll add some more points in here, yeah? So if I go over to here to add, now everywhere you touch from here on in, it's going to add a point and go from the last one to the next one. So we go here, here, let's go there, here, and say over there. So I've just added a whole bunch more points. We'll get out of the edit screen again. Got to remember to get out of the edit screen all the time. And now if I take two fingers and push up, now you can see this is all over the place. We've got this huge spider web, but it's all quite flat. So I want to move these around. So I'm going to jump back in the edit screen, move and click on the move section. And now whatever dot you select, you can actually start moving these around the 3D space. So I can see what we're doing here. You can start taking all of these dots and taking them from and adding the Z position. Two fingers to go back up. And the reason we had a whole bunch of crazy sounds going on is because I have actually set up, because I'm working from I've started off from another preset. So all of the Lfos are on there, all the modulation. And you'll notice too, every time, let's get out of the edit screen, every time I hold down a key, it's all going in one direction. So it's going... So up the top here, you can actually control the direction of these. So if I change to this direction... it's going to keep looping as long as I hold down a key. If I move to the next directional button, that's this one, watch what happens. So it's going back and forward, back and forward. It's in a loop, and it's just going back and forward. Then the next one along is just backwards in a loop. And the last one is back to front. Crazy stuff, man. This is off the wall. You can make some absolutely demented sounds with this. So let's talk about the orbit section down here. So the orbit section down here, let's play around with that. So I'm going to put it in this loop mode here. And in fact, we'll put it in this middle one. If I turn up the rate of this orbit, you can actually control the individual sections. So you've got your X, Y, and your Z down here, and you can add some orbits to this, and you'll see what happens when I turn this up. Russ, fuck off. Man. All right. It's good timing, dude. There you go. I'll wait till I get you in Clubhouse, dude. I'm going to rip your face off. I'll bite your neck off. Oh, man. All right. So, as you'll notice, when I hold down the keys here, when I press lightly, you're getting a different color. Yeah? So it represents how hard I'm holding down these keys, yeah? All right. So you can play it. Let's go choose a different sound here, just so I can show you how the orbit works. And I'm going to, what shall we do? Let's click off all of these. And I'm going to choose classics and see if I can find like a, choose this sound. I'm going to turn off the ARP on this. Maybe not that one. What can we go with? That'll do. So here is our palette here, which I can change out. Let's mess with this a little bit. Let's edit it. What we'll do, we'll clear this sound. Let's clear this. And what you can also do, you don't have to just put dots in like I did before, how I was just touching it and putting dots in. We'll show you that. So when I was at the top view here and hit edit, we're just putting in dots like this. So you don't have to do it this way. The other alternative is to press down the add button, and then you can actually draw things in. So if we go to this front view in the 3D view, hit edit and go to add, I can actually, with my finger or my Apple Pencil, go in and draw a pattern in here. And I can change this around and then go into edit again. So you can draw pretty much whatever you want. Yeah? So let's go to, we'll go to out of edit. We were out of edit. And now you can see you've got these 3D parts that you can draw in here. So it's really cool how you can draw this in. We'll turn up the rate up here, up the top. So this rate controls how fast that the nodes will go. So as you can see, I'm turning this up. And there you go. So you can see how it speeds up there. I'll go full screen. You're probably not seeing it all. And again, we can control the orbits underneath. So let's turn up the orbits, the rate of the orbits. And you can see as I turn that up, it gets more erratic. So you can create some pretty crazy stuff in here. Let's go through the, we've already touched on the timbres here. So how you can change the timbres again, pretty easy to do that. As I said, when you're back here at the front, if you tick the top screen, this grid here tells you your palette. So I can go in here again to timbres and change some of these out. So I could choose like a saw there, choose this one. And now our sound has changed again. Good stuff. All right, so down the bottom here, you have an ARP. So if I turn this on, you'll notice what happens to this. And just by removing these down here, you will see that that it gets far less crazy. You also have a hold button down here. So if I hit the hold button, now if I just hold a key, it stays depressed. And you also have scale here as well. So you can go in and change the scale of everything. So you can go in, you've got a whole selection of scales, which is really cool. Major blues. Alrighty, you can change the frequency, you can add a legato, you can change the root note. So pretty standard stuff over here as well. That's really cool. And down here, let's just take the keyboard up a little bit. You have your volume, and you have like this, I forget what this COR stands for, but when it's up at the moment. So when I drag my finger across the keys, you probably need a different sound for this. But if I turn that off, you almost get this like a theremin kind of thing going on. And you've got a glide button as well. So as you can see here, I'm just dragging my finger across here. It's weird. Out there, man. Cool beans. All right. So in here too, over to the next scene, we looked at, so there's your orbs, your timbers, and now you even have you have three filters, envelope filters here, and you have three LFOs. So really, what's really cool about each of these two is in each corner, there's this little triangle, and you can just click on it, and you get a full screen view of each of the envelopes. So nice big view for you to play around with. We'll have a look at the LFOs in a second. What I'll jump over to now. So pretty standard stuff there with your amp envelope, your filter envelope, and your mod envelope. So pretty basic stuff there. As I said, you got this little triangle, so you can get right in. And what's cool too, in these sections, they've added in these little curve things, so you can add curves to anything. Yeah. So you can add a curve to the release. You can add a curve to the decay over here. Make it go out. And you can add a curve even to the attack backwards curve. So that's pretty cool. Like that's something which isn't in the original one. And you can do that with all of the filters. So that's pretty fancy pants. Even to that degree there, even down here. So that's pretty cool. And let's jump over to the effects, and then we'll go backwards from there. So you have I'll turn that on in a second. You have your filter here, so you can change your resonance, frequency, you can change the drive. And you can turn this off at any time. They all have on-off button down the bottom here. So that's nice and easy. You have a low pass, high pass filters up the top. The second one is a thickening. So if we keep this on and you've got a detune. You've got a crush. And a drive. And the last effect here is a delay. So you can choose between an echo and a ping pong. So we'll give these some mix. You have a looper here, so you can actually do some looping. You can hit play and stop and record these. So you can do that. And once you do it, then you can like do overdubs and stuff. Let's turn on the Arpeggiator and have a look at that. So we'll hit the ARP here. You can change your octave from here. If it's going up and down, round robin, just up. The division between them. And you can, there's a little latch button there too. So, as long as you're holding down the keys, it'll work. But as soon as you let go, because the latch is off, but if I put the latch back on, it'll just keep going. Pretty cool stuff. So the last thing I want to cover is the the Lfos. So you've got 10 of them. You've got 10 mod sections here, and this is where you connect. You can connect everything. All the it's crazy, this shit. So let's we've got them all enabled here at the moment. You've got a few ways to do this, and it's really brutal what you can do. You can choose a source from here, so you can choose like any of these things that are listed here. So I could choose like an LFO2, which is found over here, and you can connect these to whatever you want, and you can decide if you want to use it. So there's two ways you can do it. You can choose a source, or you can choose a control method. So if I turn the source off and choose a control method, then I can choose either the velocity. So if I choose a velocity, this is going to activate LFO. It's going to activate whatever I want over here, depending on how hard I hold down the key. So if I choose here LFO2, and then hit LFO2, and then hit the rate. So we're set to rate, and turn up the amount here. This will control LFO2. Where are we? So this is LFO2. So you can see every time I'm pressing down a key, you can see it actually attaching there. So as I said, you can add anything on here. You can control anything you pretty much want. I can choose pressure for this particular one and make it, let's see, let's do, we'll turn this one off, put pressure and pitch and volume. Or I could choose something like, let's do the mod wheel. So I'll turn that up. And now I've selected the mod wheel. Let's do this. I'm controlling you control the destinations of wherever you'd like to go. So it's pretty cool. Unbelievable today. So, you know what? I'm going to run through some of the sounds in here so we can have a listen to them. And I'm sure I'm going to do another show on this because there's so much in this that is just crazy stuff. So let's go through some of the patches. I'm going to activate all of them here from the side. Let's do this. And I'm going to just run through some sounds and show you what's going on with these. Because, before I do this, so in the store, as I said, so it's free to download, but the first one here is $9.99 or $8.99, I think, for the unlock, $8.99 in the UK, and then you've got 3 added sound packs to purchase as well, which I think are about $4.99. So let's go through some of these sounds, and again, I have to select all these. And let's just go out playing some sounds, yeah? And we'll get this spinning. Maybe not that fast. Why have my things disappeared? Oh, there they are. That's odd. I know why. I know why. I'm in the wrong app. Wow, man. Don't do these shows on painkillers, folks. It'll fuck you up. And at any time I can move this around. And change the sound. So as you can see, I'm barely even touching the surface because we are on what, or A's? So what are we in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 of them so far. So there's a hell of a lot of sounds here. I've got all the 3 packs in here, and look at all these presets. It is just absolutely off the wall how many presets there are. But that is with the 3. So even with the just off the bat, if you get the free, download it for free, which I suggest you do, and have a play with it, and then decide on if you want to upgrade and add the rest. And at any time you can go into edit and grab any of these dots. And start moving them around. What a difference that just made. The thing you got to remember is to jump out of the edit screen, because I continually forget. Let's jump out of here, and we'll go through some of, before we go. Yeah, awesome for that, Thomas. Hello, Mr. Back. Thank you for the super chats also, guys. So I'm going to choose this fundamental element. So this is one of the packs that you pay for. Let's turn up these orbs down the bottom over here. Turn up the rate. See what happens. One last thing, I've just run out of time. So something else that's really cool in here, and I only figured this out by accident. I could open, so if I just take this off for a second, I could open, say, a piano. Just let's say choose the grand piano from yesterday's show, grand piano 2. And you can actually use this. I don't know, it was just an accident that I tried to add Animoog as an effect here. And look what happened. It actually adds it as an effect. But if I go in here, you can actually use the effects in here on other sounds. But you won't be able to use the arpeggiator, I don't think. So I think I can turn that off. So, but just filter and the delay and the thickness, you can add this to a piano. So let's add my keyboard here. And now if I go up here and click on this, I should be able to add... I thought you could do it actually. And now I can't. Why is that? I had it going earlier. Oh, that's why. So you've got to go into settings and turn on this process input. So now when I go in here and go to effects, we'll turn off the filter. So that's just something extra I realized you could do by accident, because I actually added the wrong filter because of the painkillers I'm on. I added Animoog to the wrong node and couldn't get it working. Then all of a sudden realized that had happened. But that's really cool as well. So I don't think it's something you'd probably use a lot, but it's handy to actually know you can do that. So that's really cool. But look, I'm going to end it here. And what I might do is do another show on this maybe next week and just run through all of the sounds in here, because there are so many sounds. It is ridiculous. There you go. It's a really cool app. I think it's awesome. And there's so much more that I haven't been able to touch on in the short time that we have today. So if you want me to go through some of the packs next week, let me know in the comments below, and I'll definitely go through as many as I can so you can get a good idea. But I suggest downloading it for free. Have a play with it, because it's definitely worth your time. And that'll be it. So tomorrow we're looking at FabFilter's Timeless 3. And the day after that, the Kimatic Car, is that how you say the name? I can't even think right now. We're looking at their new AU3 FX push. And then at the end of the week, we have Ryan, the developer from Zoa, coming on the show for an interview to talk about app development and how he has gone since he's become a developer using iOS apps and developing for the App Store. Yeah? Alrighty. Have a good day, folks. Remember, do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make us better. And we all rise together. See you later. Bye.